You have heard it again and again from YouTube videos, and the replies you receive from other people under your queries that reminds you only of one thing: to work on your self-concept. They tell you to work on your self-concepts to manifest a specific person, money, job, or whatever you desire. When you read it, you start wondering, how on earth my self-concept will have anything to do with all of this? Why do I have to change myself? I will be rebellious and change another person only, proving to all of you dumb YouTubers that I can do it without changing myself. Well, my friend, of course you can do it. Some do it. But I only have one question for you. Do you wish to live a life that is calm and smooth, or do you wish to live in constant worry? I am certain you will choose the first option, because who doesn't want to live a life where everything runs smoothly? To live such a lifestyle, you have to work on your own concepts. And as the video proceeds, I will tell you why self-concepts work when manifesting. To begin with, let us first read a few lines from Neville Goddard's book. The rich man, the poor man, the beggar man, the thief are not different minds, but simply different arrangements of the same mind. There is only God in this world. So, when you say, I am, and I say, I am, it's the same God, but we have arranged the structure of our mind differently. We have different concepts of self, that's all. But not one is better because he is richer than the one who is poor. These are only different arrangements of the structure of the mind. The mind has always been the same. But we and the world have different arrangements of the same mind. It is through our thinking that we come up with different concepts and ideas about ourselves. We are the ones that divide our one mind into different concepts of self. I would like to bring your attention to the statement that says, they are not different minds but the arrangement of the same mind. What do you think when you read this statement? Is your mind different from mine, or is it organized differently? Is your mind any different from that of your celebrity crush, or is it arranged differently? Which statement makes much more sense? I know this simple understanding that the mind is arranged differently gives you a sense of relief. It is just like when we all have the same bucket and the same water, only what we put in our bucket makes the difference. We all start with the same things. Some put oranges in the bucket and get an orange liquid, while others put green, pink, or yellow in the bucket and get different colored liquids. No liquid is better or worse, it is just the quality of the liquid. Although the colored liquid may be different, the source from which it was created, colorless water, is the same for every scenario. Some keep on thinking about how things could go wrong and they would end up being poor, how they are not good enough to receive large sums of money, and how money is a scarce resource that they can't have. A person who has these conversations can simply adopt the morals of a poor man, and his subconscious, being a faithful servant, provides him with such circumstances and scenarios. Whereas, there is another kind of individual who always assumes that abundance is everywhere. Money is just a resource to run an ecosystem we call a society. And money is a tool for exchange that tells us how much value we hold. A person with this mindset would have completely different types of conversations than the first type of person we spoke with. Thus, his decisions and concepts would be different, and the subconscious would make them true for him. So, now can you see how all of these are simply arrangements of the same mind? No one is better or worse than the other. It is all about the structures in which they live, the thoughts they entertain, and the concepts they hold. Those who only change the perceptions of others without changing their own will achieve only temporary results. Disclaimer: this is my opinion, as I have tried and tested it. You can disagree with me, and that is completely fine. I am just sharing my viewpoint, which is why I support the viewpoint of changing your self-concepts first and then assuming about a specific person. Why do the majority of people who do the opposite fail? And how can you avoid falling into the trap of focusing 80% of your attention on a specific person and only 20% on yourself? While you have to do the total opposite of it. So how can I say it will be short-lived or temporary? I can say it because when you assume yourself to be a person who no one loves and you just start changing the assumptions about the specific person by assuming that your specific person is madly in love with you, it will happen. However, if you do not change your perspective about yourself, you will begin to have doubts that everyone hates me and only this person loves me. Do they even love me, or are they faking it? Am I good enough only for them? Am I even attractive, or are they faking it? Do they have ulterior motives? Your mind will adopt its monkey nature and start giving you unnecessary ideas and negative suggestions. With low self-concepts, it will be difficult to control them. To control it, you have to have a strong self-concept or sense of self-confidence. It's perfectly fine if you do it, but if you don't, you'll start living in constant fear of losing your manifestation. That is why I am talking about changing your self-concept, and your focus should be on developing unshakable self-confidence. This will allow you to live a more peaceful and joyful life. This life is just like a song. You can choose to play heartbreaking songs, or you can choose a song that uplifts you. Either you can play Why Not Me by Enrique Iglesias or Seven Rings by Ariana Grande. You have free will to choose, and everyone has free will to choose their experiences. Life is abundant. You can choose the song for your life. You can be a Starboy by The Weeknd or Somebody's Me by Enrique. It is totally up to you, but when you do choose, be persistent and choose to play the songs of your life daily in order to embody and adopt those beliefs. Doing it wholeheartedly will give you results, which is why your favorite Neville Goddard challenges you by saying, "Dare to assume the state of wish fulfilled." You will experience it. With this, I would like to conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.